Welcome to Software Testing Lab. In this first program is to solve the triangle problem that defined using the three number of integers which are supposed to be sides of a triangle. Right? Then determine if three values represent an equilateral, isosceles or scaling, or they do not form a triangle based on the values of the inputs. Right? Assume that the upper limit for the size of any side is 10. The size of any side either may be A or may be B or may be C. That value has been given as 10. Right? Derive the test cases for your program, that is for the triangle program, based on the boundary value analysis. Execute the test cases and discuss the results. Right? Before going to the program, right, we will discuss about the life cycle of testing. That is, it mainly requires 4 stages. One is on requirement specification, second one is on design, and the third one is on coding, and the last one is on testing. Right? In this requirement specification, that mainly uses what are all the inputs that has been used for a particular program. Right? And design, that is nothing but the algorithm we have to specify for that. Based on the algorithm, we are going to write a code. Right? Then after writing a code, we need to check whether that code is correct or not. Right? If the code works properly, then we have to derive the test cases. Based on this life cycle of testing, the first stage is an requirement. Right? There are mainly 4 requirements we have used for this. The system that uses mainly 3 positive integers that has been given in the problem statement, those has treated as A, B and C, which are three sides of the triangle. The second requirement is based on the input that should be determined if a triangle can be formed or not. Right? We can treat whether the triangle is formed or not. If the requirement 2, that is nothing but if the triangle is formed, right, then we need to check whether which type of triangle that is, either may be equilateral or may be isosceles or may be scaling. Right? The equilateral means all 3 sides are equal, isosceles means 2 sides are equal, scaling means all the 3 sides are unequal or different. Right? Then the last requirement is the upper limit has given in the problem statement of any side, either A or B or C, may be 10. Right? This is the first step to solve the life cycle of the testing. Right? Then coming to the design. Design is nothing but the algorithm for a particular code. Right? In that, the first step is we are going to give the input, that is A, B and C. There are the 3 sides of the triangle. Step 2 is we have to check the condition whether the triangle is formed or not by using this condition. If the value of one side is less than the sum of the other 2 sides, it meets this requirement, then we can say the triangle is formed. Right? See, the checking of condition. If A less than B plus C and B less than A plus C and C less than A plus B, right, then we have to do the step 3. What is step 3? That means all the conditions are true, then it goes to the step 3. Step 3 that contains if the value of A equal to B and B equal to C, then it has to identify the triangle type. If both the conditions are met, then we can say the type of the triangle is equilateral. Right? Otherwise, it checks the other condition, it comes to the else if part, then whether the value of A that is not equal to B and value of A that is not equal to C and B that is not equal to C, then we can say that triangle is on scaling. Right? Then at the last step, that is nothing but the else part. Right? Printing of triangle, obviously 2 conditions are doesn't meet. Right? Then it comes to the step 5, that is nothing but it prints the triangle as isosceles. Right? Then if this condition doesn't meet, if any one of the condition, either A less than B plus C or B less than A plus C or C less than B plus C, then we can see that is if any one of the condition that doesn't hold good, we can say that is not a triangle. Triangle cannot be formed. Right? Based on this designing algorithm, right, we can write a code for the triangle program. Right? In this triangle program, right, then we are going to give the integer as the data type for the inputs. Right? Then we have to read the 3 sides of a triangle. Right? That is for the values of A, B and C. Right? After getting the values, we need to check whether the value of A that is in between 1 to 10 or not. That has to be checked using this condition. Right? If any one of the condition has to meet, see for example, if you consider the A value is 11, that is considered as out of range, because here we are going to restrict the value in between 1 to 10. For that we can say that out of range that is for specified for the A. Like that you have to mention for B also, you have to treat the value for C also, right? If any one of the condition that doesn't holds good, right, it comes to the next part, right? That means if the value of the A or B or C, right, those are in between the values that is bounded between the range 1 to 10, right, we can come to the if condition. Then it checks the condition whether this satisfies these conditions or not. That is nothing but if the triangle is formed or not, that has to be considered. See, after checking this condition, see for example I am going to take the value of A, that is nothing but, say for example I have to take the value of A is on 551. See, in this case I am going to use the value A is equals to 5, B is equals to 5, C is equals to 1, right? Then it checks this condition. What is the value of A? A here is on 5, right, less than B plus C. B plus C is nothing but 5 plus 1 6. Yes, the condition is true. And B value is 5, which is less than 6. Yes, the condition is true, right? C value is 1 less than A plus B. Yes, the condition is true, right? It will enter into this loop, the control will enter into this loop, and it checks which type of triangle that is, right? If this condition is met, then it will enter into the loop, it checks which type of triangle that is, otherwise it comes out of the loop, it says that the triangle cannot be formed, right? Then see, first if you consider the control will enter into this loop based on the values I have chosen there, right? Then in this condition, whether the A value equal to B, see I am going to take the A value is equals to 5, B value is equals to 5. Yes, both the conditions are met. Yes, the condition is true. And B is equals to C. B value is 5, C value I have taken here is an 1, right? It doesn't meet this condition, right? Here I am going to use this as an AND operation. It will comes out of the loop, it comes to the else if statement. Then this statement that says that A value, it checks this condition. A value is 5, not equal to B. No, yes, this condition doesn't meet because A value I have chosen here is on 5, B value I have chosen here is on 5, right? 5 not equal to 5. The condition doesn't meet. It will comes out of the loop, right? Because I am going to use here is an AND operation, right? For that it will comes out of the loop. Obviously it says the A, B, C values, any value of either A, B, right, those are equal, then I can say this is an isosceles triangle, right? Like that you need to check for the equilateral triangle and you need to check for the scaling triangle also. This completes your triangle program, right? Then after getting the coding technique, see our program works properly, right? We need to identify the test cases. See, for this test cases concept, in the boundary value analysis, that is BVA, we are going to take 4n plus 1 number of test cases, where n is the number of inputs, right? How many inputs I have used in our program? A, B, C are the sides of a triangle. Then what is the value of n? N is equals to 3, right? Then 4 into 3 plus 1, 4 3 is 12 plus 1, 13 number of test cases we are going to derive for triangle program based on the values of A, B and C, right? The test cases that looks like for the triangle program is like this, right? See, first we are going to give the values for the A, B, C, those are the sides of a triangle. We need to check, expected is nothing but we are going to test the program, what we will get, that has to be identified. Actual output that has been given by the system, you have to match these, whether these values are equal or not. First I have chosen this 551. I say already discussed about this. 551 means A, B value are equal, C value is 1, right? Then I can say this is an isosceles triangle. Before identifying which type of triangle, you should check this condition, whether this condition holds good or not, right? If all these conditions are hold good, that is nothing but all the conditions are met, then only you have to find out the triangle type, which type of triangle that is, right? We need to check, we have to give the different values for the sides of a triangle. We need to check expected output there, right? For this we have to fix a boundary that is in between 1 to 10, right? Different values has been taken. 5, 5, 2 has been used here, right? Here it checks the first condition there, a less than b plus c. A is the value 5, which is less than 5 plus 2, that is 7. 5 less than 7, yes, the condition is 2. Again 5 less than 7, yes, the condition is 2. 2 less than 10, yes, the condition is 2. All the conditions are met, right? Then it will enter into this loop, right? It checks which type of triangle that is, right? Check the values, that is a value is 5, b value is 5, right? The first condition is met, right? Then b value is 5, c value is 1, right? Second condition doesn't met, that is 1 into 0, that is 0. It will comes out of the loop, right? It comes to the else if statement. Then what is the value of a? A is 5, not equal to 5. Yes, obviously 5 equal to 5, it doesn't meet this condition. No need to add the other conditions, you have to check, right? Then it will comes out of the loop. It says that it comes to the else part. Obviously if these conditions are doesn't met, obviously we can say the triangle type is an isosceles, right? Then once we take the example of whether the triangle is formed or not for a not a triangle, right? Then see, for example, I have chosen the values, that is at the case id 5, the side a has the value 5, side b value is 5, side c has the value 10, right? You have to check the condition there, right? See, first it checks this condition. Obviously this condition doesn't hold, right? That is nothing but all the values are in between this, right? Then it will come to this loop, right? See, 5 less than 5 plus 10, yes, the condition is true, the first condition is true, right? And b value is 5, a value plus c, that is 5 plus 10, yes, the condition is true. 5 less than 15, the condition is true, right? C value is what? C value is 10 less than a plus b value is, a plus b value is nothing but 5 plus 5. 10 less than 10, the condition doesn't hold good. It will comes out of the loop, right? Because I am going to use here is an AND operation. It checks this condition. Once the condition is met, it will enter into loop, right? Otherwise it will comes out of the loop. It says that triangle cannot be formed. That is nothing but we are going to expect this by using these values. I am going to say the expected value is not a triangle, right? For this table that defines, there are 16 test cases has been identified, right? I said that the boundary value analysis that uses for deriving the test cases, that uses the formula there is an 4n plus 1, where n is the number of inputs. For that we require minimum 13 number of test cases has to be derived for this triangle program. Understood? Thank you.